Did you know that the twitch of Samantha's nose wasn't actually real? Or that two different actors played Darren, and fans were still divided about which one is better? Today, we're diving deep into the world of Bewitched, the magical sitcom that ran from 1964 to 1972. I'm going to walk you through trivial, funny, and downright surprising facts about this show, from behind the scenes secrets to guest stars to controversies you never saw on TV. So sit back, twitch your nose, or wiggle your fingers, and let's cast a spell of nostalgia. Hi, I'm Lori, and this is Did You See That Show? The show premiered on September 17th, 1964 on ABC. It was created by Saul Sachs and inspired by two earlier films, I Married a Witch from 1942 and Belle, Brooke, and Candle 1958. ABC didn't expect it to last beyond one season, yet it ran for 8 full seasons and 254 episodes. Here's some trivia. Saul Sachs admitted he wrote the pilot script in just a few hours, and it barely changed when it went into production. Another fun fact is ABC almost rejected Bewitched because executives thought audience wouldn't like a witch married to a mortal man. They didn't think they'd like that premise. Clearly, they were wrong. Elizabeth Montgomery, she was the most magical mom. She portrayed Samantha Stevens and her mischievous cousin, Serena. That famous nose twitch, it wasn't real. Montgomery later explained that she actually moved her lips and nose together, and editors sped it up in post production. She was nominated for 9 Emmy Awards for Bewitched, but she never won. She wasn't always happy with the show. Montgomery wanted to do more dramatic roles, but she was forever tied to Samantha. Off screen, Montgomery was politically outspoken. She was a liberal activist, supported women's rights, and opposed the Vietnam War. Now let's talk about the two Darrens. The role of Samantha's husband, Darren Stevens, is one of the most famous casting switches in TV history. Dick York played the first Darren from 1964 to 1969. He left due to severe back pain caused by an old filming injury. Dick Sargent stepped in season 6 from 1969 to 1972. Fans coined the term the Darren syndrome, a pop culture phrase used anytime a role is suddenly recast without explanation. Trivia: some viewers never even noticed the switch. ABC never acknowledged it at all. Elizabeth Montgomery herself had mixed feelings. She was close friends with York, but she and Sargent had an excellent chemistry as well. Now we're going to talk about Agnes Moorehead as Endora. Endora, Samantha's mother, she became a fan favorite. Agnes Moore wore outrageous wigs and costumes, sometimes chosen at random from the studio's collection. She initially took the role for fun, but ended up staying the entire run. Here's some trivia. Moorhead reportedly didn't like sitcoms and considered Bewitched silly, yet she gave her all, and audiences adored her. She even won 2 Emmy Awards. Other magical beings, Aunt Clara, played by Marion Lorne. She collected doorknobs in real life, and the writers added that quirk to her character. There's Uncle Arthur, played by Paul Lynde. He became an icon for his campy humor and sarcastic one-liners. Serena, Samantha's cousin, who was also played by Elizabeth Montgomery, was more of a hippie witch. Fans loved how different she felt from Samantha. Trivia: Elizabeth Montgomery once admitted Serena was her favorite character to play because she could finally be naughty. Now we're going to talk about Tabitha, Adam, and the next generation. Samantha and Darren had a daughter, Tabitha. She was played by multiple child actors, most famously Karen Murphy. Tabitha got her own short lived spin off in the late 70s called Tabitha. Adam Stevens, the younger brother, appeared later in the series but didn't become popular. Here's some trivia again. There was a fan debate whether Adam had powers. Producers finally confirmed he had. Production tricks and secrets. Special effects were simple but clever. Stop motion, jump cuts, wires, and hidden crew members pulling strings. The famous magical poof sound effect was created by using a door latch and some tape. Sets were constantly reused. Samantha's house interior was later redressed for other. Here's some trivia again. The Stevens house exterior still exists on the Warren Brothers set and has been used in Pleasantville, in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and in Friends. Pop culture impact. The show was a rating smash, often in the top 10. It inspired shows like I Dream of Jeannie in 1965, which was NBC's attempt at a copy of Bewitched's success. The nose twitch became the most recognizable gesture in TV history. Trivia. The TV theme song originally had lyrics, but producers cut them, keeping it only an instrumental with some animation. A little bit behind the scenes drama. There were rumors of tensions between Montgomery and her husband producer, William Asher, especially later in the series. Dick York's health decline caused difficult filming days. Sometimes he collapsed on set. He also had a seizure and was also supposedly addicted to pain pills. Montgomery reportedly wasn't thrilled with continuing the show after season 6, but ABC convinced her to stay. The Legacy of Bewitched. The show ended in 1972, but lived on in endless reruns. It inspired a 2005 movie starring Nicole Kidman and Will Ferrell, though critics panned it. In 2018, ABC announced a Bewitched reboot was in development, though it never materialized. Trivia: in Japan, Bewitched was one of the first American sitcom broadcasting regularly and developed a cult following. So there you have it. All the trivia on Bewitched, from the two Darrens, the unforgettable Endora, the magical sound effects of, and the Tabitha spinoff. This little sitcom left a huge mark on television history. If you grew up watching Bewitched, tell me in the comments. And are you a Team Dick York or Team Dick Sargent? And if you love this magical journey, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you could get more classic deep dives. Until the next time, may your broomstick fly straight and your spells always work.